Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be stuffing my cashless sinking funds for the month of July. So we're going to jump right on into it. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. So I am going to be doing my sinking funds in my actual budget planner. I did get these stickers. What is her name? I can't remember her name. I'll try to make sure it is in the description box below. Actually, these are from Casey Lee Design. I'm so sorry, y'all. This is from Casey Lee Design. So we're going to go ahead and get into the numbers. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. My name is Janelle. I'm a wife and a mother of one. And on here, I do all things budgeting, okay? So let's get into the numbers. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our categories. So the first category is going to be entertainment. And we started off the month at $135.35. So $135.35. And then we are actually going to be adding, oh, now that I know that I use this color, I'm going to use a different color here. What is this? We're just going to put 7, what is this? Actually, y'all, yeah, we're putting this in here. And we're going to be doing a deposit. And we are going to be adding $124 to the account. And this is going to put us at $259.35. Okay, and the only reason why I'm not going to add it here is because I could potentially add more money. And so we're going to leave it right there. And entertainment is just for all of the fun activities we want to do, gifts that I want to buy, just things like that. Next is going to be car insurance. And this is just currently for my car. I pay it every 6 months. And we started off at $1160.66. And we are going to be adding $110 to here because in the month of July, my my premium is due. So I wanted to make sure, since I was able to see how much it was, which I think it was $12.45, to make sure that we had enough money in there to cover the entire thing. So next is going to be car maintenance. And for car maintenance, we ended the month at 50, or we're starting the month off at $50.78. And we are just going to be adding $10 into here. I do have my registration due in August for my vehicle. I want to say this is going to be the last year here in Texas that we have to do, or maybe it's not registration, but we don't have to do like an emissions test. So I do want to build it up because the sticker is about like $73, $74. So, and it's due in August, so we should get enough money in there by then. Next is going to be, I do need to change this to pets because we only have one bearded dragon now. So let's do pet. We started off at $85.01. And we don't actually need to do much now that it's just one. We were able to consolidate everything. I know we probably need to get some food, but other than that, my husband kind of takes care of that. So I'm just building this up before I tell him like, hey, you don't have to do this anymore. Next is going to be health. Y'all, I don't know what it is in the summertime why I am just always catching something. Some of it was allergies, but my goodness. So we have health here. And we're starting off health at $28.30. And then we are going to be adding for our health at $52. And I'm trying to get this number up because this is going to be 80/30 because baby girl does have an appointment and I want to make sure we at least have the copay amount. I don't know how our new insurance is going to work. So I'm trying to make sure I get this health up. Next is going to be home maintenance. Okay. And home maintenance started at $320.50. And this is just for all of the maintenance of our house, getting, AC filters, replacing light bulbs, pest control, all of those kind of things. And I'm going to be adding $30 to home maintenance. And that is going to bring us to $350.50. And so luckily I haven't had to get anything yet. So I'm just slowly but surely building up home maintenance because we live in a house and I know for sure that we are going to need to use it at some point, but at least we'll then have the money. And let me tell you about home maintenance really quickly. So if you guys haven't watched already, I did my personal debt update for June and I paid off our Lowe's credit card, which was the card that we used to get our fridge. And we did pay that off early as well. We paid it off in maybe like 10 or 11 months. And so now that the fridge is paid off, guess what's not really working now, y'all? The dishwasher. And I'm just like, man, when you're done with one thing, something else comes up, but they will not dupe me into another one. So next is going to be subscriptions, and this is at $949.28. And subscriptions for us is just all the things we know that come around like once a year that we need to take care of. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like an actual like subscription. Like in our subscriptions, I have saved up like our back to school for baby girls, like tuition and anything she needs. Also saving up for Christmas and our Sam's Club membership and all of those different things. So I just bulk all of that stuff in there. And then I have a different tracker that I track on a spreadsheet that I use to close out my sinking funds. And I added $40 to subscriptions, y'all. So that brings us to $989.28. And that is what I use to track what subscriptions I have paid for or have fully funded. But next is going to be taxes, and that is a goal of mine to get this up. So this is going to be $182 that we are starting off the month with. And we are going to be adding into here. And my goal is if I could save up at least $1,500, let's just say, that can go to helping reduce our taxes and insurance to bring down our total balance for our mortgage. Because that is the only thing that changes if you have a mortgage. Your mortgage always stays the same. It is your taxes and insurance that fluctuate each month. I mean, not each month. Ooh, that would be crazy. Each year. So now we're going to add this part of it up. So we have $135.35 plus $11.60, 66 plus 50, 78, 85.01, 28.30, 320.50 plus 949.28 plus 182 equals. So we're starting off with just sinking funds at $2,911.88. And y'all, a good chunk of that's going to be gone. Goodness gracious. And then next we're going to move down to our savings, okay? So our first savings is going to be rainy day funds. And this is just for anything that happens that we need some money out of. but it's not like a true emergency where we need to take money out of our emergency fund. And I really have just been slowly building this up. And so I won't keep too much money in this because this is in our household checking account and the interest rate is terrible on here. So we actually have $10.03 because that was the interest that we also got as well. So I probably should have did it separately, but I didn't. So we're going to be at 170.15. Okay, for rainy day. So that is our beginning balance. And I'll just know that the change is where we're at. Next is going to be emergency fund. And we were able last month to fully fund our starter emergency fund. This is not a full emergency fund. And so we were at $1,567.81. And for this month, we are going to be adding $25.92, and that's including the, what is that called? Including the interest of $13.92 to the account. So that brings us to $15.93.73. So that is where we are for our emergency fund, and now we'll slowly build that up as well. And then lastly, we have, no, not lastly. Next is we have future, and future is all things in the future that we are planning, like for baby girls' private school tuition, potentially another child, things like that. So we are at $68.18 to start the month with future. And this is in a different account. This is in my Capital One account. And so this does get interest. So it's $6.22 that went into that account. And now we are at $74.40 for future. So we'll start building that up soon, but there's just, of course, other things that you really do have to focus on. And then lastly, we have baby girl, and this is just a savings account for her. And we are at $75 for her savings. And we are going to go into here, and we are going to deposit $8 into here. And now we are at $83 for her. Okay, so we'll put that in here. And those are all of my actual savings account. So we're going to add this up. We have 160.12 plus 1567.81 plus 68.18 plus 75. And so for savings, we have $1,871.11. Okay. So that is where we are for my sinking funds and savings. Everything has been fully funded that I have planned for the month. Now, if I complete any savings challenges or I get extra money and we put money into there, then we will do that as well. And so thanks for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.